So what's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. It's been a while. I think it's been like 3 weeks. I actually went to go do this review and I was thinking to myself, how did I start my reviews before? Because it just feels like it's been forever. That's because I've been in this kind of like time warp. I got a new job in a new state. I'm in Salt Lake City now. And it's been like 3 weeks of just like hecticness because I had to be out here at a certain time to grab this job. So we had to find a place and there was a bunch of mishaps. Uh, we literally got here in the place that we were supposed to get. We got here on a Friday, and the place we were supposed to get, basically, they said, "Too bad we don't have enough information now. You got to wait over the weekend because we're gone on the weekend, and you have to wait until Monday." So we had to find a hotel room. Wife was stressed. Everybody was stressed. Dog was stressed. It was just crazy. So we rented a hotel room with this U-Haul truck, 20-foot U-Haul truck that was packed from head to toe. And I just woke up. I told my wife that when it happened, she was stressing, and I was thinking to myself, maybe there's a reason for this. And there was, because we went out the next morning looking at places in Utah, and we thought to ourselves, maybe we'll find something better than this place, because we actually literally drove by it and we were like, parking sucks, area sucks, there's no place to go walking. And then on Saturday, we found a place, and this place that we couldn't get our stuff together, which they had like 4 days to do it, was ridiculous, because we found this place, walked into the leasing office, and they had us signing papers and telling us the place was ours in 4 hours. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we knew right then and there was a reason for all this. We were rushing so much, and the place we picked, the universe was saying, that ain't the place for you. So it all worked out for the best. We're here now. We're still unpacking boxes. I got some on the fridge over here. I got some in the corners in the back here. So anyways, it's just been kind of crazy. And I've been starting this new job. It is now Friday. We've been here, I think 4 days. It's been crazy. The minute I got here, the next day I had to start working. So it was just it's been hectic, but I'm back and I am happy. I'm so happy because this is my passion, going over ingredients and reviewing supplements and getting back into my fitness and my eating habits and stuff like that. It's a passion of mine. I started the channel because I wanted to deliver information, not just effects, not just, I know a lot of people just want to know the effects of pre-workouts and the effects of protein powders and stuff, but I wanted to go deeper, and I want to kind of deliver you guys a little bit more information on like what you're putting in your body and how things really are reacting, and if things actually work, because there's a bunch of nonsense out there. So I'm here to just deliver information, be honest. And like I said, I'm just happy to be back. I missed you guys. Let's jump into this review, and I'm going to start battling. We have WeGoHome Subs protein powder. And they basically set the bar high on this one with the name. It's called the mother of all proteins. Like that? You got to live up to that name. And there she is right there. MOAP, MOAP, if they're going to pronounce it. And look at that decal. They're always putting something military-based, SWAT-based, something in their products there. And the reason why is because they are an active SWAT and military-ran company, I believe. So the owner is actually coming up on his retirement, and he is active SWAT right now, I believe, still. And a lot of the people that work for the company are as well. And they named the company WeGoHome because they wanted to design products that were healthy and also delivered for people out there risking their lives, as far as police, firefighters, so forth and so on, military. And I respect them for that. And they send me products for free. I don't have any discount codes, but I do respect and love the company's mission. And I enjoy reviewing their products and running their products. I haven't hit one bad product by them. So let's jump into this. We have WeGoHome's MOAP, and we have 2 flavors. And we get the flavors out of the way before we get into the ingredient profile. We have Ranger Pudding, and then we have French Vanilla. And just so you know, the Ranger Pudding is a nice, smooth chocolate flavor. So I downed these already, so I can't do a taste test for you guys. I'm just going to tell you right now. It is a really good basic chocolate flavor. It's not too harsh. It's very smooth. So it's a very smooth, but it's not dull. it's just, to me, it's just right. And it does have that kind of like that pudding where the chocolate and milk type flavor is there. So they did a really good job on the flavors on the chocolate. And the French vanilla, just so you know, vanillas are all different. So I have a vanilla that I'm going to be reviewing when I get done with it by Vintage Muscle here. And you're going to find that vanillas are all different. They're all different. And what they did on this one is very interesting. They said French vanilla, okay, but it has a like a vanilla flavor with a caramel, like a caramel type aftertaste to it or taste to it. So it's got this like kind of a hint of that of a caramel hit. So very good flavor. I mean, I really like it. It's not vanilla-y, and I like that little hint there that they gave to it. So very good flavor. So let's get into the ingredient profile because this is interesting. I like what they did here because they did a few things in here that I totally respect. So like they put some collagen in here, but they put it at a dose. They didn't put it at 4 grams. They didn't put it at 3 grams. They dosed that sucker to that daily value of collagen that you need to get continuously every day in order to actually have the effects of collagen in a shorter period of time as far as the joint pain relief, the mobility, and all that good stuff. And they put some grass-fed beef liver powder in this. So I gotta give that to them. They were thinking here. So if you don't, with this particular product, if you're doing their line of supplements because of this beef liver powder in here, you really don't need a multivitamin. So if you're taking their greens formula and you're taking their protein powders, you're going to get all the vitamins you need as long as your diet's in check and you're taking a little cottage cheese in for the calcium and stuff. But this beef liver powder has got minerals and it's got B vitamins, it's got vitamin A. But we'll get into that. Let's get into the ingredient profile. I'll put it right in front of me real quick. So I'm just impressed with the profile here. I like when companies come out with something different. We have 1 scoop, supposed to be 30.44 grams. Flat level scoop's going to do you. Pack it. And then we have 30 servings. We got some calories at 100 calories. I like that. 1 scoop, 100 calories. We're low on all kinds of stuff. We got fat less than 1. We got sodium, 49 milligrams. I like that. It's a low dose of sodium. Allows me to put some salt into some of my chicken, my peas, chicken and peas. It's one of my favorite meals. Sounds kind of weird, but love it. Then we have less than 1 carb. We have less than 1 sugar. And we have 25 grams of protein. When I added all this up here, I was like, that's the damn yielding amount. And what's funny was I was going to do the review today, and I actually DM'd them because they're going to send me they got a new pre-workout coming out. That's supposed to be a hitter. And then they have a creatine supplement that I already looked at the profile. It looks really good that they're sending me. And I told him I was going to be reviewing this today. And he's all, hey, just so you know, that protein amount on there, it's 25 point something grams. That's the yielding amount. We just didn't put it on the label, but we're going to revise that when we come out with a new batch. So this is the literal yielding amount of protein. What I mean by that, for those that don't know, is on protein powders or when you get protein, let's say you're going to bulk whey protein, it's actually 90. If it's isolated, it's 90% protein, maybe 95 if you get something like super high quality. So you have that percentage, 5%, 10% that really isn't usable amino acids and protein. So this is actually the usable amino acids and proteins. That's what we mean by the yielding amount there. It's 25 grams per scoop. That's pretty damn good. And what we have is a nice little profile here of some really hard-hitting protein, powders here. We have grass-fed whey protein isolate, 13 grams. And like I said in my other videos, I think I did farm fed by Accent Sledge, and I talked about the grass-fed whey. There is no real information on out there that grass-fed is healthier. There's like one study out there where they showed that when they compared it to concentrate, which is really not a really good comparison, to where it carried more weight as far as amino acids in it. But just so you know, the carbs and the fats are separated out of every protein that's processed. So you're not going to get the CLA, the omega-3s that you would from grass-fed beef or grass-fed, any kind of grass-fed chicken or something like that, where you're going to get some of these extra vitamins and minerals in it. But they took care of you on that with this one. Then I'm going to get to that. Then we have some collagen here at 12 grams. 12 grams. When I reviewed Apollin's collagen, I'll put a link up top if you want to go take a look at it. I talked about the amount of collagen through studies that you have to consume a day in order to have the benefits of collagen, if you react well to it and your body processes it well, is anywhere between 10 and 12 grams. They're giving you a full 12 grams. So you're taking 2 servings of this, you're getting 24 grams per scoop if you do 2 scoops a day of collagen for repair and, joints and all this and that. I love it. And then putting a combination protein like they did, these are all proteins. Collagen is a protein. So some of these proteins like not some of them, the only one, the collagen is not a complete protein, but you're making it complete by kind of like balancing out the other proteins in here with their completeness. How's that? So you're still getting all the amino acids that you need for muscle building and repair. Then we have egg white protein here at 3 grams. So I love egg white. So they have 2 sources of protein in here, which is the whey isolate and the egg white. And both whey isolate and egg white have 100% digestibility through the PDCAAS scale, which is one of the scales out there. Not all proteins get 100%. These are 2 proteins that have 100%. And actually, egg protein has, I think it's like 4 or 5% more on another scale that involves the digestibility of the amino acids, which is the DIAAS scale. So 2 very high quality proteins here that you're getting in here with the collagen. And then we have some grass-fed beef liver powder, 125 milligrams. I love that. For those that don't know, I love beef desiccant, which means basically desiccant is when they take a natural source of beef and they dry it out and turn it into a powder. And what that does is that actually preserves all the vitamins and the minerals that are in it, the fatty acids and stuff like that in the desiccant itself. Now, 125 milligrams is not a whole lot, but what this is going to do is it's going to give you some vitamins and minerals, a lot of B vitamins. It's going to give you vitamin A, a little bit of vitamin C. It's going to give you some minerals like iron, magnesium, selenium, and a few other minerals in there that's going to be thrown in here for recovery purposes. So I love that, and it's got a high quality amino acid structure to it. So not bad. Then we have some digestive at 50 milligrams. This is a digestive aid, and this has different enzymes in it that handle carbohydrates, protein, fats, and dairy. So it's a very good complex. It's going to help with the digestion of this thing. And it's going to help just in case you do this you have this along with a meal. You want to up the protein, which you can't eat enough chicken. You put in a protein shake with the meal. It's going to help with the digestion of those carbs in the meal because there's not many carbs in this, the fats, and any dairy that you might be consuming as well. So it's going to digest very well. Just so you know now, I had no problem, stomach issues with this thing at all. It digested very, very smoothly. Now down on the bottom here, we have other ingredients. We have natural and artificial flavoring. So we got that. You can find that everywhere. We got some xanthine gum. That's an emulsifier. So they need that in there so things don't stick together. It keeps the moisture away. It keeps things from not clumping. Then we have some sucralose, which is a artificial sweetener. I tell you guys to watch out for artificial sweeteners in your diet. It's a small amount, but you want to be careful that you're not consuming it in large amounts throughout the day because sucralose, and we have ACE K in this thing, can harm you in the long run. I talk about this in all my protein videos. This is not just for this video here, but most protein powders out there, you're going to find these 2 ingredients. These are 600 times sweeter than sugar. So the way that they keep the calories down on these things, they put a little bit of these things in there to actually amplify the flavors. I always like seeing ACE K at the end because you know it's a micro amount, and the sucralose on the top there. Just make sure you're not getting in the rest of your diet. Your diet's pretty clean, and you're not consuming like a bunch of candy and a bunch of ice cream that's got, you're not eating like crap and eating a lot of this stuff because it could cause diabetes, could cause brain problems, immune problems, stuff like that if you consume large amounts. But if you got a clean diet and you're concentrating on what you're eating there, you're not eating a lot of sweets, you're going to be fine with this thing. And we have some sodium chloride here, which is basically salt. So they small ingredient panel. I really like that. Most ingredient panels are triple that. So you do a really good job on that. So WeGoHome, mother of all proteins. How did it do? It did fine. I always gotta have that. How did it do? It did really good. Stomach issues were fine. I like the idea that it had the liver pills or the liver powder in it because of the vitamins there. Because I love getting extra vitamins, and it's not a whopping amount, so you can take 2-3 servings and not have to worry about the vitamin A. I do want to say that if you're taking like a high quality or like a large dosed vitamin formula, like maybe say an animal pack, like I usually take, you really don't need it if you're taking 3 scoops of this a day, because you're going to get B vitamins, minerals, and stuff like that. If you're just going for that, you can actually ditch that while you're taking this type of a protein because of the liver powder, and to be honest with you. And you're going to get a better absorbable amount of vitamins and minerals from the liver powder here. So I did take my animal packs with it, had no problem. Stomach was fine, all that stuff. Didn't feel weird. I wasn't being overdosed with vitamins, for those that want to leave a comment out there. But I did feel fine on it, and I take 3 scoops of protein powders every day. That's the way my regimen's been. It's been protein powder after my workout with a handful of almonds, protein powder 3 hours later, a handful of almonds, and then protein powder 3 hours later and a handful of almonds. Super exciting, huh? Then I actually get into my real meals after that. So that's just the way I do it. I'm a type 1 diabetic. You do not have to eat every 3 hours to build muscle, but you want to get your calories in for the day. I just want to make that clear. I'm a type 1 diabetic for those that don't know. So eating more frequently as a diabetic is better for me to control my sugars. So that's why I do that. So I don't think there's anything else left to say on this thing. Flavors were good. Went over that. I do want to talk about something before I go. There's a product I've been taking for those that suffer from inflammation. I'll put a link down below, and I do have a code for these things. And I've been really impressed with this. And that's why I want to tell you guys. I know a lot of you guys are, my age. I'm 54, and some of you guys are in your 40s, and you might be suffering from, aches and pains, and you might have taken a CBD formula before. Well, this one here, this is more than a CBD formula, which I'll do a review on it. And I have a couple of the products that I'm taking by them that I'll be doing some reviews. But I've been really impressed with this, especially over the last 3 weeks, as far as me moving and really taxing the heck out of my body. And what's funny is I went back to hitting the gym really hard the last couple of days, and I hit the DOMS effect today. And what happened is I woke up, I worked out, woke up, I was fine because I take this at night and it helps me sleep. And then I hit my workout, and then 3 hours after my workout, I'm sitting on the computer doing some stuff for work, and all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, holy crap, I'm feeling the chest from the other day, I'm feeling the biceps, and I'm feeling the back. All of a sudden, boom. So I took some squirts of this thing, and it did very well. So I will do a separate review on this thing, but I want to let you guys know this does work. This is called Youth by Vintage Muscle. Like I said, I'll put a link down below and also put a code with it as well, where you can save some money, hopefully, if my code still works for them. But really good stuff. This is CBD. It has some peptides in it. So I don't know if the peptides work. This is a dermal formula or transdermal or whatever. You put it on your skin, if I'm saying that right. I'll get it right in the video and the review. Or if it's just a CBD oil, but this damn thing works. It's really good. It helped me out a lot, and I wanted to kind of throw it out to you guys. Summer's coming, people are dieting, and it's go time. And there's probably might be a lot of aches and pains out there. So just throwing out the information there. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Once again, WeGoHome, mother of all proteins, right there. Did a good job, guys. Respect. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.